Hi, gemstone lovers and industry partners. This is David Artinian with Artinian Gems. This scenario happens all the time and it's so painful. The client comes into the store, they're looking for a beautiful sapphire or ruby or other gem, and you don't have it. And so, because you don't have it, they're like, okay, well, where can I find one? And you immediately grab them and you say, well, I tell you what, let me see what I can find for you. And so I get these phone calls. Hey, could you send me a ruby? Could you send me a sapphire? So we send the gem on memo, and the client doesn't show up to their appointment. Or what happened is the client went somewhere else. I've been thinking about how to solve this problem because I know that most stores are not going to be able to stock the amount of gems required to have that kind of depth. And so what I've done is I've created a virtual one-on-one private gem show. This is where the client comes in the door. You say to them, yes, I've got a resource here. Let's go to the website. Let's look at a couple of gems. And I tell you what, I'm going to reach out to the owner of Artinian Gems and let's do a private showing tomorrow. And so you set an appointment with the client, and of course you have to contact me as well. And we bring the client in. You put a glass of wine in one hand, and you sit in front of the screen, and I'm going to virtually show them all the gems and let them go through. For 20 years, I've been doing gem shows in stores. And so often the client would just feel so good if they had choice. And so what we do is we bring the client in, they have a chance to look at all the gems. We do it virtually, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works here in a minute. But there are several steps. Now, step one is obviously you've got to set up a place in your store. You need a nice computer, hopefully with a larger monitor. You need a camera and you need speakers, obviously. But it has to be in an inviting environment where it's a little bit secluded, where it's quiet, not in the hustle bustle of the daily activities of the store. Then the second step is that you need to obviously find clients who love gems, or you wait for one to come through the door. In many cases, you have clients who love gemstones. These people are the ones that shop online. They've been to your competitors online, they go to Amazon online, they go to eBay or whatever, or they buy from the shopping channels. So what you do is you talk to those people and you say, I've got some really good, connections. I've got a gem hunter who goes all over the world, and let's take a look at some of those sapphires that you're looking for. Or would you like just to come and play? I know you love to do custom design work. So you get them excited about it. You could even send them to our website to look at samples of some of the gems that they can see. Then you set the appointment with me. So you call me, we set a time that's good. And what I will do then is I will send you a link to a Zoom meeting. Now I use Zoom because the resolution on the video is really good when you get close up. So I'll send you to a link, and you'll click on the link, you'll enter the ID, and then we can have our meeting. But anyway, what we're going to do is I'll say, okay, since you wanted to look at tanzanite, let's look at some. And I'll show them this tray here and say, when you look at this tray, is there anything here that speaks to you? And she says, oh my gosh, that one in the corner. And I say, okay, let's pull out this one. Was there anything else in there? And she says, well, I don't think so. And she had also said she was looking for blue and a December birthstone. So now I'm going to bring in the blue zircon. And she was looking for a blue zircon, say, for a pendant. And so we're showing her the blue zircon. Now this screen that you're seeing is what would be highlighted in the Zoom meeting. And you say, oh, I love oval. Could we see that oval right there? Yes, absolutely. And so what I'll do is I'll take these gems now, and I'm going to feature them. After they've selected these two gems from the trays, we'll say, I tell you what, let's look at these gems on the turntable. I want to show them to you in detail, and I'll give you all the information about them. Oh, by the way, this one came from my trip to Cambodia. It's an absolutely beautiful gem. I bought the rough, and in a minute, I'm going to show you the gem hunting video so you can see where they came from. And then about this one, I'll say, this one comes from Tanzania. It's one of the most beautiful rare gems. Now let's take a quick look at it. And then what we'll do is we'll switch over to the other screen. So what I've done is I've placed the gemstone on the turntable, and you can see the small screen but it's turning. And I'll tell them, oh, this, ma'am, is a beautiful 25.87 carat zircon, and it's 19.1 by 15.5 millimeters. It's an amazing oval. Now this gem is only 25,900. This came from my last trip to Cambodia. This material is become extremely scarce. And then we interact back and forth. I talk to her about it. I tell her a little bit about the gem, and she says, well, can I see the tanzanite? And you say, absolutely. Let's put this one on the turntable right next to it. And what I'm going to do now is pin that video. So now the zircon is high lit, and I'm setting the tanzanite right next to it. Now the tanzanite is turning. I'll say this tanzanite that's a collector's quality gem. That is a 6.92 carat, 12.4 by 10.4 millimeter oval. And this one's only 8,720. This one came from one of my trips to Tanzania, where I bought the rough, and then we took it to our team of world-class gemstone artists to facet this gem into a work of art. And I might play them a gem hunting video. I have gem hunting videos. I can share them right on the screen. It's beautiful, full screen, beautiful videos about me going into the mines, finding the gems, and so on. At this point, we might segue over to the staff member who will then begin to talk with the client about how they're going to set that gemstone, whether they're going to do a pendant or a ring or whatever. However, what we like to tell the client is this. They say, listen, the hard part is the gem. Secure the gem today. Let's put a deposit on it. Let's get the gem shipped here as quickly as we can, and let's get the gem in our possession, and then we can work on that beautiful one-of-a-kind design that you've been looking for. Now, I hope this has been helpful for you, and let's book some of these appointments. Let's start the ball rolling. Find some clients that are interested in gems. Let's book some times, and I hope to see you soon right here on this channel.